Pain, heaviness, bulging veins. These symptoms can point to vein disease. But the thought of undergoing surgery is intimidating. Well, what if I told you that you could get those varicose veins treated by laser with no pain and no downtime? Dr. Jamal Wozni from United Vein Centers is back with Deborah Lusardi, one of his patients. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Wozni, let's talk about Deborah when she came to you. What were her issues?
When Deborah came to us, she had many of the symptoms of vein disease, such as aching, pain, heaviness, swelling, cramping at night, and restless legs.
So, Deborah, what made you go see Dr. Wozni?
Well, I saw him on the daytime show.
Thank you very much. And you thought enough of this?
Right. I've seen my primary care doctor, and they prescribing pills and stuff. It just wasn't working for me.
So you were taking medication
yes.
and said, this isn't good enough.
Right.
So what was it like when you went to see Dr. Wozni?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what did you decide? What was the course of treatment? And was this a pretty bad case that you had seen?
It was. And after hearing her symptoms, it sounded definitely like vein disease. So we proceeded with an ultrasound. An ultrasound is kind of like an x-ray. It shows you what lies below the skin. And we were able to identify all the diseased veins. And then once we identified them, those are the veins that we use medical lasers to seal, to get rid of the disease.
What was life like for you, Deborah, before you went to see Dr. Wozni?
I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand. I was tired all the time. My legs just didn't want to do anything.
And this is something that runs in your family?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
My mother had a severe case of it.
Okay, and tell us about what kind of treatment she had.
Well, I was quite young, but she had this stripping done, which left a lot of scars and a lot of bulging on her legs.
And it's quite a big recovery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, just from what I understand, it was.
That's something that scares people to this day, Dr. Wozni, because it wasn't really that long ago that we heard about vein stripping and it being a major operation.
Correct. Lasers came into play about 10 years ago, and since then, we no longer do the vein stripping. Vein stripping is what we used to do to get rid of the diseased veins. We would take you to the operating room and literally rip out these diseased veins. Well, today, with ultrasounds, we're able to laser them without that surgery.
Well, let's talk about this being genetic or people having this run in the family. Is this very common that you see?
Very common. At least 90% of my patients will say that their parents or grandparents have vein disease.
And then you see it in them. What was recovery like for you after you had your treatments?
It was wonderful. No recovery time at all. No downtime at all.
And how has this changed your life?
Well, like now I can walk around a lot more and I can wear high heels.
Hey, looking good. Do you find yourself, getting healthier now because you're able to get around?
Absolutely. Better night's sleep is, great.
That's got to be worth a lot.
It is.
Now,
for sure.
a lot of people don't think they can afford this, Dr. Wozni, because it sounds like something that's pretty expensive when you start talking about lasers and cutting-edge technology.
Correct. As I always say to doctors and patients, this is covered by your insurance. It's a medical problem, so it's covered by Medicare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and all the carriers.
How permanent is this once you get this procedure done?
It's permanent. We are sealing the vein with a laser, so that diseased vein is gone.
Okay. So and could other ones pop up down the road?
Other healthy veins down the road could become diseased, but when that happens, we can address them.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you both very much for coming in,
Thank you.
and continued good legs to you.
Thank you.